the defensive line makes a ton of money. They needed to step up. They needed to kind of show who they were, and they did from the word go. Javon Hargrave was a problem in this game.
Oh, he was a
from
monster.
The first snap, just pushing people back into the pocket. He looked like the guy that the 49ers expected he would be when they gave him all that money. Dominating the stuff he did with Philly last year, and I guess earlier in the year with the Niners too.
Yeah,
absolutely dominant from the inside. And then you have Nick Bosa, who, again, going back to what we said earlier, Nick Bosa looked like Nick Bosa. That's all it was. He played phenomenal. He forced one of the interceptions with, I forget, was it Hufanga who picked it off? I don't remember. But Bosa was out there causing havoc. He's got a sack and a half. He has a strip sack in there. He was just all over the place. He looked like an elite defender that we said, and Brian Baldinger had mentioned, he's not looking like a Myles Garrett or a TJ Watt. Well, he did in this game. He looked like Nick Bosa. So that was huge to see. Chase Young got in there with 4 pressures, and I think he had a half a sack too.
Half sack,
just fit right in. This defensive line dominated from the word go, and even the changes that they made in the secondary. Brian, Ambry Thomas, who the hell saw that coming? And he played terrific.
He did.
Played the best game of his career. He looked terrific, and you click Lenore inside, and there were a lot of times where Trevor Lawrence, I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that he's a top whatever quarterback again. I know he's got some offensive line problems, and nobody was going to succeed against this Niners D, but he has not looked like an upper echelon QB this year. Anyway, there were a lot of times that he went back to throw and just froze. His first read froze, and then there was nothing he could do because the rush was on him. So whatever was happening in the back end the previous 3 weeks, where guys were just getting rid of the ball in 2 seconds, and there was this cushion, wasn't there this week. And the defensive line got home 5 sacks, I think it was. So everything you wanted to see, check. Niners defense, if it stays like this, it's going to be a dominant unit again for the rest of the year.